In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Hello everyone, welcome back to some more modded Darkest Dungeon. Today will be our first day doing a level 3 dungeon. With our group, you can already see who will be going on this glorious adventure. And we will be going to the Weald, because it's got a unpronounceable trinket. Magna Pinidae. Named after a incredibly creepy looking long fin squid, which exists in our world. It looks like an alien from outer space. It is terrifying. And thus, we'll be going here for our first level 3. Why not? We'll attempt to do a long dungeon. God, it's gonna be a nightmare. But we're gonna make the attempt. I really want that trinket. It would finish off the occultist's set. Before we do that, though, we're going to be talking about LUNM for a little bit. First off, I just recorded a part with using Dagonoth, the old estate from the previous playlist, when the Crimson Court had just come out, and I was able to test the fine jewelry and finally make it spawn from museum bags, so we should no longer have that problem. Unfortunately, I'm not too happy with how I did it, because it puts the fine jewelry in the same odds of normal LUNM trinkets dropping, because it is effectively just a trinket. It doesn't do anything for you. The only thing it does is be worth a lot of money when you come back to town to sell it. But now that I know how to fix it, I plan to make a different change for it later in order to make it spawn separately. Now I want to talk about why I added the museum bag to the game, and what I was hoping to accomplish with that. Something that somehow, the way I play the game, when I go out into dungeons, I tend not to make, my choices tend to be, what will I need back in town, and how much do I really need this item in my inventory if I want to pick up the loot that's right in front of me, interact with the curio that's right there. I wanted to make it tougher for you to decide if you were going to grab the loot right in front of you, or if you were going to risk a better payoff or a really decent item if you decided to leave behind loot, gold, gems, or heirlooms. So I decided to make the museum bag and the jade coin. The jade coin's only use so far in the game is interacting with that bag, and it only stacks twice. When you go out there, you're risking losing that inventory spot for any current loot you might be picking up, in the hope for a potential greater trinket when you find it in your adventure. I'm actually pretty happy with how it's ended up as well. Odds are you'll probably find a museum bag maybe once every 3 dungeons or so. Far more likely to find one in a long dungeon than in a not long dungeon. They're not weighted very heavily, so they spawn with the same spawn rate as the Eldritch Shrine. So it's on the low side, slightly higher than finding a Shambler Shrine as museum bags. The idea being that you will always try to bring at least 1 coin with you, and that, assuming you hold on to it, you might get rewarded for bringing it with you on the adventure. I've definitely walked to the very end and not found the bag, and then had to scrap that coin. Ah, crap. Well, so much for that. We gave up lots of potential loot, and I like it. I think it works really well, because the trinkets are nice. I really wanted them to be nice. Some of them are probably a little too powerful. Now that I have, I think, all the trinkets in Dagonoth, I'll give them a once over. Well, actually, we could do that together if you're interested. We could look at all the trinkets. I'd hover over all of them, and then ask you guys what you think of their balance. So that's a thing we could do if you're interested. Otherwise, I'll just go through them and tweak the numbers maybe here and there slightly. We will see. Why did I choose a museum bag and a coin for that? That seems like kind of weird. Why wasn't it like some sort of just like lockbox? Well, I was a big fan of this video game, and still am. It's my #1 game of all time, called Legacy of the Ancients. It was a game made for the Commodore 64. Then, wow, I played the hell out of it way back in 1986. Yep. That was the first game I ever purchased. And in that game, you use these special coins to interact with these They were called museum exhibits, and you were in the Intergalactic Museum of the Ancients. Yep, this interdimensional museum that was on this planet. Or it was hidden for most people to find it, but you could find it because of a special bracelet that you had. Anyway, you would use these coins, and you could either gain a portal to another dimension, you would be or a certain location on that world. You could gain equipment, you could gain money, you could gain ways to like special healing items and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know, I'm gonna put a little bit of that into this game. Since I'm not an artist, I couldn't add a museum exhibit to the game, and it probably wouldn't make much sense to do that anyway, but I like the idea of these ancient bags containing a trinket sealed away by eldritch wards to prevent just anyone from opening them. So I went ahead and added the jade coin and the museum bag. I will probably be adding another coin, a topaz coin, to the game, which instead of granting you a LUM trinket, will grant you many picks from a treasure table instead. And I might end up fading away the fine jewelry. But at the moment, I'm not doing that. At the moment, you got the fine jewelry there. Or maybe the fine jewelry will be something you'll get from the topaz coin. I have yet to make up my mind how I want that to work. Oh, and one last thing, I suppose, as well. Or rather, maybe 2 or 3 more things. So let's keep talking for a bit. For the LUM trinkets, I have still not made a LUM trinket for the shield breaker. So I will probably be adding one for her soon, especially because I just spent a few minutes, 10 minutes or so, trying to fix the fine jewelry. And so now that I've remembered how all the trinket stuff works, I think I'll spend the time to add 2 for her into the game as well. And if you guys want me to, I can also add LUM trinkets for the custom classes I have in the game. They'd be an optional download for them. So the Commissar, the Librarian, and the Falconer. I'd add custom LUM jewelry for them, a new LUM set. So let me know what you think of that. I have no problem doing that. The real problem for me is just the art. I, again, am not an artist. I can't draw for anything. It's the one reason why you don't see new monsters in LUM. Very often, at least, because all I can do is recolor, and that takes me a long time. I need to reach out somehow to the other modders who work with Darkest Dungeon to ask for help. I would actually like to pay them for the work, because I think that's more than fair. But I'm so introverted that I have a hard time reaching out to talk to anybody. I'm like, oh my god, people, holy crap. So, I'll get over it. It'll be something for LUM version 3 or 4. Anyway, I'm going off on all sorts of tangents. So that is why I added that's why I added the museum bag and the coin. I really felt it'd be nice to have a rough decision for you to make with a good payoff at the end. And it'd be something also unique for this mod. And some of the trinkets are a little powerful, maybe a little too powerful, but I can work on fixing them. Okay, right, so let's go ahead and now prep for the adventure. As I cleverly cut the recording so I don't have to do that talk again. So, we are going here to the wheel. I need to make sure I've got all of the things I need with me when I go on this quest. Plus 20%, 25% to healing skills. So that would mean I would really want redeem. I might not take the Ancestor's Scroll today. Oh, actually, but this, you would heal more stress. A good deal of stress. Plus 25% stress skills, but you take more stress. We will try it. We will try that on you, Chris. Corey Jackson, you don't have any healing. Does anyone else have a trinket that would be good for you? We could give you the Ancestor's Map to help us. Those are useful, though. Nah, we'll keep with what you have currently. There are some beasts in this location. There are dogs, but that's the only thing in here. Oh, you won't be using blackjack either in this group, so we'll have to change that. I don't plan on you being in the second position for this run. We'll grab Cry Havoc instead for you. We also might grab Target Whistle. I'm not usually a fan of leveling everything, but we'll do it for you today, Yog-Sothoth. So what do I want in this location? I want to target single enemies to knock them down. We'll take Target Whistle. Guard Dog and Lick Wounds, because giants are here. I think we'll leave this on. Against the dogs, I will probably want the Beast Slayer's Ring equipped. Against everything else, I can be marking it for other people to hit it, and then using Guard Dog and Lick Wounds. And then Crispatai. I'm sorry, we have Sunny Sonic. Oh, Junior's head. I'm gonna take the risk though. We'll bring this with us anyway. Okay, so that's our group. Let's make sure everyone has level 3 skills on them. Corey Jackson does not. I wouldn't mind having Finish Him equipped as well, or Caltrops. But, well, I just don't have the money for it at the moment. Everyone now has level 3 skills. Let's go ahead and equip the best weaponry I can on everyone. Okay. Our first group of level 3s is set. We should try to treat quirks as well. So let's see if anyone has quirks I really hate them having. Stress Eater's definitely going to go away. I hate anything that adjusts the amount that we eat in an adventure. I don't care about Calm on my Librarian. I don't really care about Durinal very much. In fact, I'm going to have to make this something completely different later on for LUM version 4. But right now, I'm fine with that. Ooh! That's terrible. You do have Beast Slayer. Oh, wow. We have lots of people who are germphobes. Let's... Am I keeping this druid? I think I am. Why don't we get rid of Weak Grip on Life? That's a lot of stress as well on you, sir. Can I afford to treat it? I can if I begin selling trinkets. I can if I begin selling trinkets. I don't really want to sell these yet. No, we'll just hold on to these, and I need to treat that stress anyway. You want to go gambling. I don't need to pass my head to you because you don't have greater than 60 stress. Rest of the money is used for adventuring. Let's do it. Okay, so this is the Weald. It's our first level 3 mission in the Weald. We're going to plan to overnight twice. So that's going to be 16 food. Plus, I need enough for 3 extra food checks. So we'll bring this much food with us. We'll bring some more bandages, because we can be bled pretty easily here. You want a full stack of shovels as well. I'll want probably 2 keys. A third would go a long way, but we'll just bring that many at the moment. A full stack of anti-venom. There's plenty of hostiles in here. We'll also pick up 2 laudanums. And a museum, 1 museum coin. I really should bring 2, but I don't know if I can risk it. Actually, we'll also bring 4 more food. Why not? We're gonna go spend all our money. Oh, that's so much money, Tim. This is a lot of money. Alright. That was 5,000 gold spent on this trip. We'll earn 9,000 for the victory, though. And plenty of deeds. Torches, Tim. Almost didn't bring any torches. So we can't afford to bring everything we're currently bringing. We need torches. I want more than just 4 of them as well. Sorry, just a full stack. I guess we can risk it. It's likely to be a bad idea. We might find a few torches out there. Why don't we take 1 more torch? We can use this torch to help us get the light level high for the first room. For an extra scout. Wow, we're taking all sorts of different explorers with us. Cove explorers, scroungers. This is a Cove group. Well, it's too late. We're doing this one. Alright. This will be the group with all of our money spent on them. Can I prevent a nighttime ambush? Yes, I can. Okay. Let's go. Ugh, so expensive. Our first level 3. This is not going to be easy. Level 3's and level 3 gear. It's what we got, though. We're gonna have to do it.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Oh, that's a lot of backtracking. Or is it? This entire segment has to be mapped, and then we can move on. Oh, that's a lot. And no starting scout. Alright. Let's have you use a lot of them right away.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Take care of some of that damage as well. There goes our laudanum, of course. Wow. That's amazing. To get this so early? Wow. Alright, well, let's use our J coin. Oh, darn it. So this is what I was worried about. It's not actually a trinket. It's only worth money. That's the only thing this is. So that was just really unlucky. I'm gonna have to fix this. Otherwise, the only LUNM trinket people might... Well, there's an odd we get that, or we could have gotten any other type of trinket. Oh well. It's still worth 7,000 bucks, so we could leave right now, and we actually would have made a small profit. We also didn't get a scout, which is a shame. We've got to go this way. Okay, let's... Oh, the differences between these and the base game. I think the Tenacious Crone, I think I took away her the mass amount of stress she does with her fetid sensor in the front ranks. Let's 63% chance to hit. Well, I need to do it.
Annihilated. Mortality clarified in a single strike.
That minus the accuracy is huge.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
She's bleeding, but I think she can probably get through that. I was hoping for a heal there.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I really want a scout chance to cover the most rooms as many rooms as possible. So we're going to keep the light high for this upcoming room. These ones have, I think, 3 or maybe even 4 more hit points than the base games does at this level. They also heal a little more than they did in the previous level. We have to hope we brought enough DPS to kill them, or we're going to be here a while. We have a 50% chance to stun it.
Inspiration and improvement. Obliterated.
Holy flipping crap, guys. Amazing work. 3 crits in a row. That's incredible. I don't want it summoning a large one. It's dead when it activates, so we can party heal. I'm going to guard dog to give us a dodge, to give Yog-Sothoth a dodge buff.
The blood quickens. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
This way, if we walk outside and end up getting a fight, we'll benefit from that. We brought 2 keys. I think we will not use one yet, though. We'll be walking back here. But we won't be walking back this way, so we'll interact with this curio. Do I use a shovel? Or do we simply... Yeah, we'll use a shovel here. We could have another encounter in this hallway. Oh, 2 shovels, Tim? No. No, we'll skip this room. We're gonna skip that room. Okay. How do you want to do this, Tim? You want to... Let's... Do we want to increase the light a bit? Or just walk in here and camp? Let's camp in this room. Okay, we have a curio up ahead as well. Alright, so we're camping here. Let's do it.
Circle in the dark.
The battle may yet be won.
We don't yet have much stress, so I don't need to have a feast. Let's just have a full meal here. Actually, we're not even wounded, so... Well, if I have a full meal... We don't have to use... No, let's have half. No one's... Except for the 1 hit point that we're low, I don't need a full meal. We'll go ahead and prevent the nighttime ambush with the Hound's Watch. This also has increased our scout... no, this is increased chance to surprise enemies. Oh, I could have used Sanctuary instead. Okay, well, it's too late now. Let's use Chant on our Flagellant. It's only 1 time unit cost in LUM, and it will reduce his stress by 12 and give him a stress resistance buff. For 25% scout chance. 4 for... Oh, that's too high. That should probably be 20. Alright, we'll have to look at that later. We don't really have too much of anything else. Why don't we use Bless on our Houndsmaster? For that extra accuracy. We'll use Plant Takedown. We can end up fighting a giant in this location. I think we can occasionally get a ghoul here, too. And then finally, let's use a stress resistance buff on someone. Let's use it on our Vestal, since she is using Junia's head. And we rest.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
We will head south to start. If this curio is an Eldritch Shrine, that will give me an excuse to use the holy water there. Actually, we could do this fight, back up, do this fight, and then go south. That would take advantage of the fact that we have a good light level at the moment. I don't particularly care about the skeletons as much as I care about the dog. It still won't quite die in 3 rounds.
A death by inches.
Bone Conscripts have 2 more hit points in LUM at veteran level compared to champion, as a heads up.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Eradicated. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Lots of dogs out here today. Glad I have the beasts symbol. It'll die in 3 rounds. He'll die now. I don't want to get rabies if I can help it. I don't want that accuracy penalty.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Since she hasn't gone, we'll try to kill her first.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
him off. He's marked, which is why I think the dogs are going after him.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Another journal entry. There it is, everyone. We'll try to bring it back. We'll come back for that. It'll be a little darker. Let's bleed the back two. We'll use a treat here and try to kill some of the ectoplasms. Or weaken them. I want to weaken the ectoplasms to kill them next round. Whoa.
Unbalanced.
We're going to be getting an affliction check. Oh, it's going to heal itself. Right. More bleeds for them back there. Oh, I didn't fix Dark Pulse. Okay.
Uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
So he's got a death blow resistance penalty for a little bit. I'm actually going to be changing that completely. Just a heads up. This penalty will end up going on to Marked for Death, an ability that the Arbalists have. I'm going to heal, I think. No, let's kill an ectoplasm.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. The horror.
And we've won.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I don't want to kill one of them. I want to see if I can get a lucky heal off first. No, we're not gonna. Can heal the one hit point he took.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We could interact with that tent. We could do that, Tim. Let's risk it. Normally, this is never worth it because of all the stress you would gain. But I'm willing to give it a shot. Wow. That's amazing. Let's cure the death blow resist. And what do I want? Oh, remember everyone, by the way, that we're not going to pick up 3 busts or 6 crests here on veteran level. Same thing with portraits. You only get 1 in veteran level. They only drop in their apprentice level amounts throughout the game. Oh, as much as I want all of this, I don't think we should take it. I'd like to bring back a journal page. I could drop the biscuit, but I think it's going to be helpful in this mission. I don't want to drop the shovels. I don't really want to drop the food at the moment either. We'll leave everything else here. It's a lot of nice loot, Tim, but I have nothing I'm willing to drop for any of it. if I search this, we might get deeds. More money. We'll eat the food. I want that for a food check. This way I can feast later. No, we'll just leave it. Let's move on. Could be deeds or portraits. We'll check it.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
That's why we kept the food.
Waiting to be spent.
We'll take the onyxes instead of the money. And now we have a full stack of deeds, which is very nice. Ooh, a fight! I was not thinking we would actually get a fight. Oh crap, and it's pitch black, and I don't really want to use light. Let's try to kill the back two first. We'll try to stun the battery. This is definitely a biscuit eating. It still won't quite die. Let's poke it.
Precision and power.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Yeah, so obviously the Cultist Enchantress uses Dark Pulse now at this level. I will work on making Dark Pulse a little different. The Giant has 10% protection in my mod, but less hit points. He will not use his Poison Spores, or he shouldn't, in the front rank. He will only Tree Branch Smackdown or Confusion Spores. Confusion Spores, as you know, because it hits a target for damage, it causes LUNM stress levels as well. His Tree Branch Smackdown was reduced in damage, but I do not remember the number. Let's try stunning the Giant. Stop us from taking too much stress. And heal the group. We're gonna get a smackdown, so let's use Guard Dog.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Or rather, we might get a smackdown. Oh, that's right. We have, your extra damage against this. Woo! Always glad when that misses. We'll continue the Guard Dog. I don't want to risk taking a big hit, literally, here. Oh, thank God. He's dead when he activates.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
I want the holy water because it'll interact with this. So, and that can get rid of a ton of stress for us. What do I want to drop for the deeds? I also want those deeds, though. We'll drop the onyx for the deeds. I plan to camp in the room with the treasure chest. We'll get our light level back up, get our buffs back on us, and then we do the rest of the dungeon. This has been exciting. My goodness, we're doing well. We're leaving with, so this is worth 7,200 when we bring it back, so we got 10,000 here. So far, we can't have a feast now, because we still have a significant amount of dungeon left. Actually, we could camp in the room up ahead instead. Alright, let's use the key here.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Do I bring back even more deeds? No, I need to bring back some crests. We'll camp in the room up ahead.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
We can't afford a feast. There's too much dungeon left for that. So we'll have a half meal. Okay, we'll prevent that nighttime ambush and get some stress down with Sanctuary. Actually, it was really nice being able to ambush them pretty often and get the first round of attacks off. Why don't we do this first? We'll use Slash's Solace to get that stress down. Was that minus 63? Oh, because Ancestral Scroll is on him. That was amazing. I think we'll use a scout ahead. What do I want? Let's scout ahead. We'll prevent the nighttime ambush with the... do I want a Sanctuary? Let's release the Hound. Well, okay. If I release the Hound, that increases our chance to surprise them. Our scouting chance increase already prevents us from being ambushed. For us being surprised. But I think... Well, we could get extra 30% scouting chance. No, I can't do that, or we can't Sanctuary. Let's Hound's Watch. And we'll use a Bless.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay. We're gonna change the order of the group before I forget. And I will actually drop Lick Wounds for Cry Havoc. You're gonna be just straight DPS now for a bit, sir. Kind of.
Watch your step.
Doesn't that just figure? Guaranteed thing is not so guaranteed. We don't have any of the blood with us, or I think this would give us a bonus against humans. So that will just have to sit here. I don't have any way to interact with that safely. We'll now begin burning our torches for the remainder of our adventure. Let's do the treasure chest fight. You guys again. We don't have a biscuit this time, though. Let's do the same thing we did last time in Reign of Sorrows to start. I think we will... Oh, how do I want to do this? I really don't want to get marked. Oh, this is actually slightly different. We have a crone in the front instead of the enchantress. Let's stun the giant. I'll then try to kill the battery. And we'll zap the battery. No, not enough. He's dead next turn when he activates. Let's begin hitting the blighted giant. We will stun the crone to pull her forward. Right, eating her face off. I think she'll probably die next round. Yes, she will. Let's attack. I'm gonna uppercut him. Try to stun him. Let's mark him. Oh no! Oh! I'm so worried about that. That hurts so much. I will risk a round to try to heal some stress. And try to stun him. Stack that bleed.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
That is way too much money to leave that behind. We don't yet need the blood. I think we'll eat this to food. Actually, let's bring back a blood. Bring back a blood. Actually, we can use the blood right outside, right? That was here. We could test that to make sure that's working. The money... I want to bring back a journal page every single adventure. We'll search this anyway, even though we don't have room for more cash or gems, because we might get crests or a portrait from it. So far, it's looking pretty good for our team. We want to keep the light level high. We want to get a high... Oh! I didn't bring a second coin. I said I should have. We didn't have the money, arguably, so that's a shame. There's a very small chance that we can get a LUM trinket from this, but it is so small without the coin that we're just gonna leave it. Let's start by zapping her. I really want her to die first.
Impressive.
She didn't get hit with the bleed, so she'll probably get one activation. It causes maggot levels of stress in my mod instead of, I think, 12 stress. Let's try stunning the big guy. And then heal everyone. Getting ready. He's gonna be angry on his turn. We'll heal everyone. They're wounded a tiny bit. We'll mark him. Oh. Ah. Start eating them. Get back up there.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
We'll probably drop the bandages next, I think. Not as important as the anti-venom. Two more battles. We might avoid that room battle. We've explored everything else so far, and I think we can skip anywhere from 2 to 3 rooms on this adventure. Do I drop the key and risk not getting a... Sorry, and risk getting a secret room? We could drop the shovels, but odds are we will need the shovels. Could drop the blood. We don't need the blood yet. We don't need it at the moment. That was dumb. That was dumb. Should have used the torches after I inspected this curio. Alright, instinct took over. Took over. Her first. She can cause stress, she can mark us.
Well struck.
No, no. Oh, Dark Pulse instead. Okay.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
She's dead when she goes. Let's uppercut a grabber. We might be able to push it back. Woo! Good dodges there, Corey.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
It's a lot of stress damage, Tim. I need to make sure he dies next.
A momentary abatement.
It's an odd thing for him to say. It's dead when it activates. Well, I'll use Exsanguinate with you, Chris, when we get a chance.
A singular strike.
And just like that, he's back up on his feet.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We're dropping the torch. Do I want more crests? Or do I want more deeds? We're gonna need both of them. We could drop the key. We could drop the key at this point. We'll drop the key. This is an heirloom run, apparently. Can't believe there's a second museum bag. Darn it, Tim. Should've. What was I gonna do? I didn't have any money. I could have not bought all the. No, I didn't have the room, the space either for it. Okay, let's search. Oh, Tim, if you search this room, you're gonna have to do this battle in the dark. You could alternatively skip both of these and do this room with some light. No, we'll move on. We'll search the bag on the return trip. Running out of food. I dropped the bandages. We cannot safely interact with this curio. I will leave it there.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
I can't store any of it, unfortunately. I need the shovels for this up ahead. No, we'll just have to leave it. Hope you guys like dark battles. We're gonna be doing another one up here. That 60 light will not, I think, hold the entire distance. Oh, game. That was a lot of food checks we've had. Wow. No, I'm not willing to risk it. The negative quirk is -2 speed. Oh no! Oh no! Spiders! Oh, and it's dark. They have plus accuracy. I think we're gonna lose a person here, everyone. If we can pull it forward, it can't spit. Oh, we could have fought widows in this location. I'm glad we didn't get any of them. Oh my god, Tim. That would have been terrible. The spitter is dead when it activates, so I don't have to hit it at all.
Decimated. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
It won't quite die. Keeping up with the damage. It's dead next round, so I don't have to attack it this round.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I don't need to kill it. I want another round of healing and stress healing.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
We have another room we have to search. Here's what this journal entry is. If we don't have any way to safely interact with that, it can stay there.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with this intent.
It's black. This is really bad. Oh, wow. You are marked. I do not want you in the second spot.
Devastating blow.
Can I kill one of these quickly? It'll die in 2 rounds. Let's help it on its way. Still dead in 2 rounds. Start working on the ladies next. Oh wow, I'm surprised you held your ground.
Masterfully executed.
Good hit, Corey. Thank you. Let's zap the one back. Oh, 67% chance to hit. Let's heal everyone a bit. No, we're fine, Sonny. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Ah, it sucks. Try to stop the affliction from happening. Nope.
Ringing ears. Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Holy crap! Well done, Sonny Sonic. That's a lot of stress we just recovered.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I don't know how we got that scout, but there's no reason to hold on to the shovels. We'll take, yep, the ruby and the busts. I think we'll actually drop the anti-venom and take the money. It's still not done? Okay. We go south. What the heck? 90% of all rooms is apparently all the... Oh! I left this room unexplored. Yes, this is correct, Tim. And there was probably a secret room. Which is why we have to go this way.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Do I want another journal page? I wouldn't mind getting all the journal pages back, but I don't... I want all the money I'm bringing back at the moment. Oh, no! Okay. Right! Plagued host. Upgraded version of the infected host. Looks fantastic, by the way, Graborovic. That looks fantastic. So, he's been altered so that he shouldn't summon multiple maggots any longer. He summoned just one. I know there was some discussion on allowing him to summon 2 of them instead of just 1 and put it on a long cooldown. If you think, tell me what you think, yes or no, and I can make the change. It's pretty easy to do. But for this battle, he'll just summon a single maggot. He is not immune to bleeds. And I want to kill him first. Actually, yeah, it's pointless. Killing the maggot, he'll just summon another one. So, well, yeah, Timmy's just going to summon another. Unless you kill him. Oh, well, that's good. At least we can weaken the maggot. I need to kill it first. God, what a nightmarish battle this is. I love it. I love it. Ooh, a disease attempt was made. And he'll pass his turn. Oh! He still calls a child? Okay, but he can't summon anything, so it doesn't matter. I will change that. Huh, he shouldn't have done anything back there. He's not quite dying on his turn. Wow. Well done, Sonny Sonic. Have to kill the maggot next. We can't... I don't want a disease. Stun the giant. Get us around to deal with him. This is the last fight. So if I can kill him quickly, we won't have to worry about needing to heal after this battle. Oh, 21 damage. Good God. He's not quite dead when he activates. I'm gonna punch him. Now he'll die when he activates. It's a fine idea, don't worry, Chris. that's very nice.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Woo! I was worried we'd have to do another room, and that would be starvation on the way back. But we did it! Awesome work, team.
Every cleared path and charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
$17,000, and we had nothing basically left over when we walked into this. That brings us back up to where we were before we started the adventure. But we are also bringing back a crap ton of heirlooms. 18 deeds, plus 7 more. 6 resolve, we still have no level 4s. Paranormania, we're gonna need to cure that. Torn Rotator, that's gotta come off of you. Irrepressible. Oh, you had Night Owl. I think that was actually helping us during that adventure. And Tapeworm, which needs to go. Nervous. You can keep that at the moment, Yogg. Stress Eater, I gotta get rid of that. And Lurker. Now, I guess it makes sense given how much we were venturing below that light level.
A ray of sunlight. A beacon of golden hope.
This pleasant weather comes as a welcome change, particularly for those currently enjoying a period of convalescence. All stress-release activities are more effective. Mont Candace is on a hot streak and refuses to leave the gambling hall, recovering 69 stress. Crevisaur removed weak grip on life. Dive Booglian healed stress, removed Stress Eater. And we had our first successful level 3 mission. Well done, everyone. Okay. Oh, that's an awesome looking trinket. Alright, anyway, so let's see what trinkets are available here. I don't have the money for them. We've only got 16,000. Actually, we can sell our fine jewelry for 7,200. That was actually worth it. I think I actually am glad we got that instead of a trinket. Well, it is a trinket technically. And then I will equip the Magnetipie. Magnetipie, however you pronounce it. So, this is his set. 25% extra damage with Abyssal Artillery. We inflict less stress damage with Weird Reconstruction, increased stun and move chance. We've got extra healing, and a chance to surprise monsters. Wait. Oh, yes. And it's a chance to surprise monsters. We also have 20% scouting chance, ignoring stealth, and plus 10 accuracy to range skills. So just about every aspect of him is improved. Okay, awesome. We also have 2 heads we're not using. 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not enough to worry about losing trinkets to the whatchamacallit. Still no Musketeer. No Musketeer, and not the new class either. Okay, I think it's time. I've been saying I was going to do it, but I still haven't, but now it definitely is time to make some alterations to who's going to show up. Because I really want to get those classes. Alright, everyone. Well, I'm babbling. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one. Take care, everyone.